Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would do the Harry Potter tag, as you can tell by the title. Now, I didn't want to do the same old Harry Potter tag. Backing up slightly, if you don't know what a tag is, it's a type of video where there's a set group of questions about a specific topic that you answer. So the Harry Potter tag is questions about Harry Potter that you answer. And there's more things like there's all sorts of fandoms. So there's probably like a Star Wars tag, all of that. There's like journal tags that I've watched. There's sister tags, husband tags, wife tags, brother tags, tags. I wanted to go out and do the Harry Potter tag. So I watched a handful of videos to see what the questions were that were being asked, to see if any of them were different, and for the most part, all of them were the same, which was fine. I didn't want to just put out another video that was the exact same as all of these other tags, with answers that might vary just slightly. So I wanted to switch up this Harry Potter tag slightly, and while I am going to answer some of the questions that are in all of those other Harry Potter tags, I also have a set of new questions that I'm going to answer as well. So I reached out to my family and friends on Facebook and I said, I need some unorthodox, out-of-the-box Harry Potter questions. Boy, did I get some doozies. So I have in this little bag all of the questions written down and put into scraps of paper, and I'm going to just start pulling them out and answering them, and you'll get to know a little bit more about me. You'll get to know a little bit about Harry Potter if you don't already know all about it, and you're gonna get a little bit of entertainment mixed in as well, because like I said, this is not a normal Harry Potter tag. So question number one. Oh, I'm gonna grab a big one right off the bat. Oh boy. Okay, so I asked Dan, my husband, for a handful of questions as well, and he doesn't know that much about Harry Potter, so his questions are interesting, and this one was probably one of my favorites. Okay, it says, if you had to pick one of these Muggle occupations for Severus Snape, which would it be? So he gave me a multiple choice. It's A, an NFL referee, B, a Ferris wheel operator, C, a rodeo clown, or D, a pediatrician. I think, honestly, it would be the most fun to see Severus Snape as a Ferris wheel operator, because I can imagine him being at the controls and little kids getting on and him just sneering at them as they get onto this Ferris wheel and he turning it on and being like, I hate all of these kids. And he struck me as if Severus Snape was a Muggle, I could see him doing that. Disagree with me in the comments. Go for it. Which one of those four do you think he would be? Alright, number two. If Lupin owned a chocolate shop, what would it be called? What would it be called? Ooh. Eat this. You'll feel better. Yeah, I don't know what he would call a chocolate shop. I could totally see him owning a chocolate shop. I can also totally see him owning a chocolate shop right next to Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes. Ah, okay, here's one of the first one that we have of the original set of questions. What is your favorite book? I think I've only read through all of the books once, as far as physically holding the paper copy of it. I've listened to the audiobooks multiple times. I want to say my favorite is Goblet of Fire because of just the intense, action-packed theme throughout the entire thing. It captivated me and it held my attention so much. And the Harry Potter books were among the very first books that I ever read novel-wise. They really started my path of enjoying to read. So I think out of all of them though, my favorite would have to be the Goblet of Fire. Oh, another one. What house are you in? A very proud Hufflepuff. Ah, this was one that my older sister gave me, and I was laughing so much at her example. It says, what if the Wizarding World dressed up like Muggles for Halloween? What would be scary? And she sent me an example, and it was, I'm gonna dress up as an accountant for Halloween. No, Harry, you'll scare the children! And I thought that was hysterical. Let me know what you think wizards would think is a scary Muggle occupation. Ah! If Hogwarts only allowed 3 boring animals, what would they be? Cats, toads, and owls. Well, obviously cats and owls are not boring. Toads, debatable, but we'll look over that. Rats also, is that a fourth thrown in there? We're not gonna count Scabbers, wasn't a real rat. So 3 boring animals. Worms, I think are pretty boring. Goldfish, you could bring a goldfish, a single goldfish, not multiple, just one. And slugs. They can't hear, they can't speak, they can't operate machinery. They're boring. Okay, what is your favorite movie? Okay, so of the Harry Potter movies, I really like The Sorcerer's Stone, just because it's the first one and they're all so little and they're adorable, and you see the beginnings of this entire world of Harry Potter open up. But I also really like Lupin, and Lupin plays a big role in Prisoner of Azkaban. I think I'm gonna have to go with The Sorcerer's Stone, because it is the first one. It's the one I think I most enjoy watching again and again. This is another one that Dan submitted. It asked, does Voldemort have a sense of smell? And I thought about it, and I thought there's the one scene when he first comes back to life in the graveyard, or the cemetery, and he goes, and I thought, surely he smelt something then. But then I thought, again, I don't actually remember. And I never bothered looking back at the movie or looking back into the book to see if he ever said anywhere that he smelled something. So I don't think he has a sense of smell. Aha! Which Deathly Hallows would you want? So there is the Elder Wand that is stronger than any of the other wands, the Invisibility Cloak, which is self-explanatory, and the Resurrection Stone that is supposedly said to be able to bring back, the deceased or something in a strange way. And of all the other Harry Potter tags I watched, nobody wanted anything to do with the Resurrection Stone, and I agree with them. Those things are better left not touched. The Elder Wand, meh, don't care that much. The Invisibility Cloak, however, would be pretty awesome to have, I think. This was one that somebody on Facebook submitted that I thought was pretty good. If Snape was a high school teacher, what subject would he teach? So, I like to think that Snape would probably teach PE. Not because those who can't teach PE, but because that would be the closest to a self-defense type of class he could get. And I could see him walking into the PE class on the day they're supposed to play wiffle ball or something, and him just strolling in all fast and being like, there will be no silly bat throwing or base stealing in this class. That was my Snape impression. If technology was allowed in Hogwarts, would all students be walking zombies like Muggle kids? Probably. I think if Hogwarts allowed technology and the Wizarding World had technology like the Muggle world did, I think all of the students would be spending their time watching TV in the common rooms, they would be on their phones playing Fortnite, they would be not writing the essays with their quill and parchment paper, and yeah, I think grades would go down drastically. There'd be a lot more people getting expelled or flunking out of Hogwarts. If Luna started a business, what would it be? This question was prefaced with saying that she would decide to not continue in her father's footsteps of running their magazine. So if Luna were to own or to start a business or run a business of her own, I could really see Luna doing those sort of Ghost Hunter TV series where they go into houses and have all of the fancy tech trying to communicate with ghosts, except she would be the kind that goes searching for Nargles to see if this haunted house was really a Nargle house. And I could see her doing some sort of TV series along those lines. If Harry turned into a dragon, which would he be? I have not the slightest idea. Actually, hold on. Just grab my Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Thank you, Newt. Aha, dragon. So after lots and lots of research, about a minute's worth, I think Harry would best be suited as the Antipodean Opali. And this dragon is described to be, it says, Unusually for a dragon, it dwells in valleys rather than mountains, which I think Harry would be the kind of dragon that would not do what all the other dragons do. And then describing how it has iridescent pearly scales and glittering multicolored pupilless eyes, and then it produces a very vivid scarlet flame, which I think also true to Harry, he's going to have markings and patterns that make him very distinguishable from all of the other dragons. People are gonna see him and know it's him. And says it's not particularly aggressive and will rarely kill unless hungry. Also, very true to Harry, that he's not gonna go looking for a fight. He only fights if he absolutely has to. So, the Antipodean Opali, that would be what kind of dragon Harry is. Which position would you play in Quidditch? The spectator. Another question that my older sister submitted. She asked, why is Harry stuck with glasses? Why is Skellogrow a thing, but eye-fixing juice isn't? And I thought that was a very, very valid point, because all of the ailments that they have to go to their wizarding hospitals for are magic-related. And the fact that wizards have to have glasses does sort of make no sense at all. She made a valid point when she said Oculus Reparo was very convenient, but why can't there be an eye-fixing juice? Ooh. If Professor Trelawney was in a death metal band, what would be the band's name? Oh gosh. The Grim Deaths. Future Misfortunes. Gosh, I don't know. I feel like that would be an awesome band though. Would she be the lead singer? I want to see Trelawney as the lead singer of a band. This is another one written by my husband, and it asks, when do you think Ravenclaw will win the Super Bowl? To that I answer, probably when the Browns do. This is another one of the original questions. What is your Patronus? So I took the Harry Potter quiz on Pottermore to find out what my Patronus is, and it gave me a black swan. And I don't know exactly how they determined those, but I'm fine with a black swan. I'm not that picky as long as it keeps the Dementors away. For all I care, it could be a rock with a cat painted on it. If Harry wasn't a wizard, what would he be? Probably an accountant. What actor would you most like to meet? This one is a tie between Rupert Grint, because I think he is just an all-around awesome person, and the owl that played Hedwig. And I don't know if that owl is still alive or not, actually, but if it is, I want to meet it. Which of her children is Mrs. Weasley's favorite? Somebody commented on this question, because this is one that I asked on Facebook, and they commented on it and said, Harry. And I was like, true, that is Mrs. Weasley's favorite child. If we're strictly speaking blood relative, probably Ginny, because she's the girl, and she marries Harry. This is my all-time favorite question that anybody submitted ever. It says, are spells accepted with a lisp? And again, my older sister submitted this one. And she goes, I mean, would Wingardium Leviosa work? It would be Leviosa, not Leviosa. I like to think they would be. But then I just started thinking about all of the spells that you would have to say with the lisp. And it'd be like, Stupefy! Oculus Reparo. So great. Was that the last one? That was the last question! Oh, that ended on a great note. Wonderful! Alright, well I hope you enjoyed that Harry Potter tag. I hope you enjoyed the different questions that were thrown in there as well. Most of them were new questions. There was only a small handful of the original questions that I threw in there. But let me know if you have any different answers to any of those questions in the comments below. And a question that I want to ask you, if Hagrid dressed up for Halloween, what would he dress up as? Let me know your answers in the comments below. If you guys liked that video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to check out any new videos, make sure to click that little area right down there. And if you want to see any of my vlogs that I post weekly, you can click that right up there. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!